Hello, Patti here, your voice and face behind PjStylin. So today's video is going to be about minimal makeup. And I don't know, I find as I'm getting older, less is more, and it's just better for me. I feel better. I don't look as cakey. So I kind of want to address that area because I do feel like when I speak to a lot of women about their makeup, their biggest concern is they feel like they're putting more and more makeup on all the time. And of course, we feel that way because as we age, we have more issues that we're dealing with. So naturally, you do feel like you need to conceal more and you know, even your complexion out. And it gets more challenging as you get older. But the thing that I do love about CreamMakeup is the fact that it sits on the skin like second skin, like your second skin. So it moves with your skin. It doesn't actually settle into like lines and wrinkles. Now, when I say that, you know, I think women think, oh my gosh, this makeup is going to cover all that. Well, look, no makeup is going to change the fact that we have lines and wrinkles. Makeup is not designed to do that. It is designed, however, to minimize some of our trouble areas. And when applied properly with the right tools and using the right techniques, the results can be amazing. So I want to go over that with you today. I want to show you what minimal makeup can look like for mature women and just how I go about doing that. So using my Saint palette, I am going to just dig in and start and show you guys exactly what I would do on a daily basis. And for me, I always start with contour. I like to start with contour, and look, there is no right or wrong in the application of this makeup. You can apply it any particular way that suits you best. And I tell women that when I train and I teach women how to apply their makeup, this is the way that I show them, because this is how I do it and it works for me. Now look, once you know exactly where all your makeup's going, like each tint of color, you can go through and apply your makeup however you wish. There is no right or wrong. You're free to do, you know, whatever method suits you best. So I'm just going through and contouring here. You guys can see I'm going in with a deeper contour today, just so that I can really show you guys what that's like and the difference it makes. And whenever I'm doing my makeup, honestly, it really just depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I go in with deeper contour. Sometimes I go in with lighter contour. It really, really just depends. Okay, so there we go. Contour is done. I've used our contour brush for that. I do like to use the one edge of our contour brush, and then I just kind of cut underneath, and it really, really works well. Now, you guys might be looking at it thinking, wow, that looks a little bit liney, like that's a little obvious or whatever. But the thing with CreamMakeup is when you get the rest of the colors on, when we get our highlight shades on, the makeup all seems to dissipate. Like it blends together and melts together so beautifully that, you know, you don't end up feeling liney. And here's the thing, if you do end up feeling like you have too much or you need to tone it down, you just simply blend it through. It's really that easy. So step one's done. I didn't do any nose contouring. I'll show you that at the end after I've done my highlight as well, and then we will go from there. So today I'm gonna go in with my main highlight color. I'm using my blush bronzer brush. Now this is a brush that I really recommend to a lot of mature women. I find it is one of the better brushes for applying to mature skin. All of the brushes are amazing. It really just depends on the coverage that you're going for. So keep that in mind when you get your color match, that if you like a light to medium application, or you like something heavier, or you need better coverage, that is going to be dependent on the brush that we recommend for you. But a lot of times the blush bronzer brush is an amazing brush for mature skin, and using the stippling technique, which is straight in and out, just like that, works amazing. The other technique that's really, really good is you can go in and do little circular motions. That works great too. But I am going to go in and just show you what it's like to do stippling. So I'm going to use the small end of our blush bronzer, and I'm going in with Mango today. I'm just dipping in. Now here's the thing. I'm not picking up so much product that my brush is covered. I'm not going in, sweeping into my product and picking up mega product. You know, I think we're so used to smearing foundation all over our face and making sure that it's all covered and like having enough of it. And then you just feel like, oh my God, like your skin can't even breathe. That's the difference with cream makeup. You are gonna notice a huge difference. So you just need to tap in, pick some up on your brush. And I like to start in the center of my face. And we are just going to tap out on both sides. So what I'm basically doing here is I'm going straight in, straight out. You guys can tell that, right? Just making sure it's all pressed in. Using that stippling technique is amazing. It works great. Distributes the makeup evenly. I'm just going to tap into my pick up a little more color. It's really that simple. And I'm applying my main highlight color everywhere that I did not apply my contour. Now, I didn't even do any color correction or anything today. I do have, of course, a nice little pimple that's coming out on the side of my nose there, but I'm not overly concerned. I think my makeup is going to do the job and give me the coverage that I need on that. So here I am, still just stippling, just to give you guys a really good idea. I've like probably dipped into my compact maybe 3-4 times, and you'll get to know just how much product you need. It distributes so evenly, and if you just keep tapping, I mean, it's going to just dissipate into the skin and sit like a second layer. And because you've gotten a color match, your color is so perfect for your skin. Like honestly, it's that's the ideal thing about having a color match done. All the colors are ideal for you and your skin. I mean, you really can't go wrong. And if it's not, you simply, you know, you can return it. I would talk to your artist and definitely get that worked out. And it's not very often that does happen, but it does happen. But it's very easily to correct, not a problem. Okay, so now if you feel like your contour is still a little bit too liney, just simply tap, and you're gonna find that just using the same technique, stippling straight over, okay, you can see how much more I softened that area, and you're just going to tap. Now keep in mind that I used a little stronger contour today, and so you're going to have a little more contrast. Now, if you're not somebody that likes, you know, a lot of contrast, you like a really light coverage, your contour is probably going to be, you know, not as deep, but you have lots of playroom. And like I told you, there's some days where I like a strong contour, and there's some days where I like just a nice soft contour. So it really just depends. So there we are, we're totally blended. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and brighten. And I'm gonna use my little blend brush for this. I like this brush for this technique. It's the perfect size. It distributes the perfect amount of makeup. This brush is our lightest application brush. So if you're looking for super, super light coverage, this would be the brush that I would recommend for sure. And I'm gonna go in with the color Sunlit today. I'm just gonna tap into Sunlit. You guys can see it's really that easy. And there you see it on my brush, okay? I am just going to feather Sunlit between my brows, flip my little brush around, and just simply blend it out. I mean, it's so easy to use. And because it's light and it sits on the skin so beautifully, you do not feel like you have a ton of makeup on. I can't even begin to tell you how light this makeup feels. If you're looking for a makeup that feels light but still delivers the results you want and the coverage that you need, this is the makeup that you need to try. Absolutely. I am going to leave the link for my color match link in the description below. Feel free to reach out to me if you want to do a color match. I would love to color match you. I'm coming straight down the center of my nose with brightener. And it's such a light touch, ladies, such a light touch. I'm not applying much pressure. I'm gonna go here on the corners of my eyes, right? And I'm just blending it through. Now, another great technique and let me just get my sponge here, is using your sponge. Okay. Yeah, I'll use the sponge. Using your sponge is a great tool as well. If you're a sponge girl, you're going to use your sponge the same way that you use your brush. You're going to tap. What I don't want you to do with your sponge is push, pull, drag. Your sponge is all about tapping and pressing. And if you feel like you like to blend with your sponge, feel free to pick up your sponge at any point, like after you're contouring, after you've applied your foundation, and do that additional blending. It really, really helps to kind of push things in and, you know, soften your whole look. I'm going to brighten above my lip. Okay, you guys can see that. Know that when you get your color match and you get your brightener, like your prescription for your personalized makeup and your brightener, know that your brightener is going to be considerably lighter than, not considerably, but it is going to be much lighter than the rest of your highlight shades. And quite often I like to brighten right under my contour, really lifting my cheekbone. Quite often you may need more than one highlight color on for your main application. Really just depends on what's going on with your skin. If you have a lot of camouflaging and problem areas to conceal, that might have to be dealt with first. But the idea today is, I'm just gonna go in that crease line. The idea today is to show you guys minimal makeup with not maximum coverage, but with a nice polished, evened out look. And that is kind of where I'm leaning towards with my makeup these days. I like my skin to look balanced. I like to look like I'm polished out. However, I don't want to look like I have a pile of makeup on my face. And if that's how you've been feeling, ladies, it is time for you to try Saint. I can't even express it enough. Definitely worth a try, but you do have to be open-minded because it is different. Cream makeup is different than our traditional makeup, and it's all about really placement and blending. And that's what I tell a lot of my clients, that once you know where the placement of each tint of color goes, if you can get it in the right spots, it's so easy. The thing too is that once you get onto it, and you start using it, you can literally fly by your application, your makeup application so quickly. You will have your makeup on in 5-7 minutes tops. It's really that quick. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer, again, using my blush bronzer brush. I'm gonna go in with the small end of my blush bronzer brush. You can do either or. I like a little heavier, a little more bronzer. I'm going in with Bella bronzer today. And I'm going to bronze my upper cheekbones just for some additional lift right there. And I'm going to do the other side here. Okay, I should probably look in the mirror because I don't have my glasses on, so I'm hoping that this is going okay. And then I'm going to bronze underneath my forehead. I'm going to bronze my chin and down the center of my neck. My neck is always quite a bit lighter. You guys can see I carry a lot more pigmentation on my chest than I do on my face. I've had I've been exposed to a lot of sun over the years. I come from the generation where we just baked in the sun, right? Lots of sun damage. I can't even tell you. I wish I could turn back the hands of time, but yeah, that's not happening. However, there's lots they can do for that today, and I have had some treatments and some different things done to my face for the sun damage because I've had sunspots and some concerns removed. So, I definitely recommend taking care of your sun damage if that's something that's an issue, or getting it checked out anyhow. Okay, so I did a little bit of bronzers, and bronzer goes in all those key areas, right? Like the high cheekbones, the upper forehead, the tip of the nose. I like it on my chin. I love bronzer to tie my neck and face in together. And then the last piece of the puzzle for basic makeup application is blush, of course. And blush is, you know, we have lots of colors to choose from. I'm going to do something fun today. I'm going to go in with, I think this is Venice. I'm going to dip in with my finger. Here we go. And my blush placement is going to be right in here. Okay, so you guys can see. Now, don't be overly concerned with the fact that this looks really, really bright, because as we blend it, it all kind of dissipates, like I said to you in the beginning. I'm a girl that likes a stronger blush anyhow. I like the look of having some warmth on my cheeks. I like how it lifts my face. I think it looks healthy. And look how pretty that is, right? Very nice. And you just, if you feel like it's too strong, you basically just keep blending until things dissipate to the tone that you want it. It's really that easy. And trust me, it looks fresh. This cream makeup makes you look hydrated and fresh, like you're alive. And people are gonna notice a difference. Like, the hydration that you get from it it makes you look like you've drank a gallon of water. This is what I tell my clients. I'm like, women will be saying to you, friends that see you all the time, coworkers, whatever, they're going to be like, what are you doing different? You look amazing. Are you using different skincare or whatever? I'm going to go in with the same color and just do a little bit of lip. And voila, that is it. Done. And this was 5 tins of color. Really simple, very easy. I hope that really simplified things for you. So let's just reiterate what we did here. So we did contour, right? That's something I wanted to show you guys too. I haven't done the contouring of my nose, but we did contour, right? I did my main highlight color. I did my brightening around my eyes and my nose, my upper lip. I'm just throwing a little bit of brightener on my lids as well, because again, I'm not doing any eyeshadow today. And it makes it really easy if you just want to throw your brightener on top of your lid. I did put a little bit of mascara on my upper lashes before I started, so I am good. And then we did a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of cheek, and voila, I'm good to go. Trust me, I don't feel cakey. I don't feel heavy. It feels amazing. The other thing that I want to show you guys, or just go over with you guys, is we should always set our makeup with setting spray. It doesn't matter what kind of makeup you use, makeup should always be set with setting spray. But CreamMakeup holds exceptionally well with setting spray, so I encourage you to definitely do that. I am just going to go in with a little bit of vanilla dust powder. We do have powder. It is very light. I like it a lot. It doesn't alter any of the colors on our face. And it sits quite lovely on the skin, so it's nice. Now, one thing I don't want to do is powder out my entire face. Now, you can powder out everywhere if you really, really like that. If you like more of a mattified look, if you feel like you need to powder your face out completely. I like to just powder out my key areas that are going to get a little bit oily, and then I'm good to go. The thing is if you start powdering out your entire face, you're going to kind of lose the dimension that you've created in doing the 3D foundation all over. So yeah, it's really that good. So I hope that was helpful. Anybody that would like a color match, please look in the description below. The link is there for you to get color matched. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more educational videos. And I hope to see you guys again sometime. Talk to you soon.